is SP Hustle Hard, and this is my co-host Blue. We in the building.
God.
We ain't gonna waste the people's time. We're gonna get right to it. Straight facts. Listen, the speed at which people judge Michael Jordan for the situation that happened concerning the kid, and before we take sides, let's look at the situation. Let's examine the whole situation for a moment
All
before
right.
we jump to conclusions and say this and that. Anyway, what you think? What's your part take on this? What you take on this, man?
So, I mean, I know that we spoke about it last episode. Um, and it was just more of, I don't know, we said something about it. But it was like a flagrant foul joint. But yeah, I mean, just like how I said, bro, I feel as though it didn't look good. That's not a good look. Some folks I heard said that it was an ice pack. Some said this. I don't know. To me, I didn't see no ice falling out, and I didn't see no ice pack. Uh, yeah, bro. I mean, uh, what's his name? Stephen A. Smith got into it, or like he had an interview with the dad, and the dad said that he was fine with it. He ain't explain much. He just said, "Yo, our team won. We were all happy." This and that. So my thing with it is just, I mean, if they cool with that, I mean, I guess. But to me, it just ain't look good. So
Okay,
I mean, yeah, yeah,
okay. My thing is this. I believe the media is hyping this up. I
okay,
think uh is the media hyping it up? Because you have a lot of people got a lot of opinions about it, and I know it's playing into or it's the effect of the Epstein file. So, and what people have heard and
mm,
things like in that nature. So,
right,
seeing that, people attend, people is running with it and
fact,
looking at it like, okay, too much going on right there. The media is framing this into
okay,
something bigger than what it really is. Let's look at the moment of what was going on. They were celebrating, you know, and happy, and he won. He just first time he won what was it? A Formula One or NASCAR or something like that, a
like,
race,
yeah, facts,
and he was happy. His team won. Now people see that and they get in the wrong perception of what they saw just from that clip all over the internet. The media, the social media, everybody's taking this and running with it. But are we jumping to conclusions? Are we looking at this in a different light other than because the father is not, he didn't take no offense to it. And that's the father. He said he didn't see nothing wrong. Like, so what you think about that?
I mean, I'm just still in like, I don't know. I just still feel like, what was it about? Like I'm just still, because to me, all right, cool. If the father said no, and I also, I guess, like, he was a part of that team, and like all of that. So I mean, I get it. He was happy, and maybe behind closed doors, he might let Mike know, like, yeah, don't do that no more either, because I don't like play like that. So for future, nah. Maybe he could have brushed it off this time, but still let him know, like, yeah, that didn't look good. Yeah, whatever that you were doing, I don't know, but don't do it again. But yeah, still, to me, it just didn't look right. And in this time with the Epstein shit and like all that shit, it's just still not a good look. And like a lot of times, I don't, like, my eyes a lot of times don't deceive me, because I'm seeing it in real time. So unless it's AI and like you couldn't see ice or whatever that they said, whatever it was, because to me it looked like how it looked to everyone else. So I'm not like you're not about to tell me I'm bugging. So once again, the dad is cool with it. So I cool, but I don't know what they spoke about behind. Like you feel me, away from everyone, and I don't know. I mean, it just still looked weird. It looked strange. I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't agreeing with that. So it just looked weird.
Right, right. Well, look, my point, my stance, what I'm saying is that is this being blown out of proportion? Is the media blowing this out of proportion?
Yeah,
Is we looking too deep into this, making this out to be more than what it is? Is that what we doing?
I
Is
believe.
we are we having selective reporting on this? You know, you have people seeing this and they being selective and okay, they nitpick at this one situation instead
True,
of seeing the whole moment for what it is. You
true,
understand?
true.
And say that again.
Nah. I was gonna say something about Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, but yeah. I heard. Yeah, you know, to harp on that a little bit. Stephen A. You know, he came out and he spoke out. You know, he said a few things and he gave his point of view on that situation with what happened because he seen the clips and again, like I was saying, you have selective reporters saying this and saying that and making the situation bigger than what it is. Do you feel that that's what they're doing?
Yes, yeah, facts. But they're doing that because all publicity is gonna sell. So it's like if they could sell it, and once again, I don't know. Like I just think that that's still good because it's giving everyone something to talk about. So everyone, like in this day and age, bro, if you do one like this, if you thought a couple years back was bad, it feels like now is really, really bad. You can't do nothing, bro. You can't do nothing without the media blowing it up because it's not just the news like CNN or this or that. It's like social media, so it's everybody, and then they breaking it down and like so. Yeah, bro, for sure. They're blowing it way, way out of proportion. I think that we should stay on what we've been on, like what's up with them other files and all of this. Like, let's not kind of get off the track because of this. Even if
Right,
it is
right.
strange, but let's deal with what we was dealing with first, and then we'll get back to that. But yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. I think we being distracted from the bigger picture. I
right,
think we're
right,
jumping off track and we, you know, people, I'm gonna say people are jumping to conclusions and making it, you know, making it seem bigger than what it is. Like, okay, uh, the father ain't saying nothing. Well, he have came out and said something, but he looked at it as it's not what everybody is making it out to be. And he said that on. That's what I got from what he was saying on Stephen A. Smith's show.
right.
He's not seeing it like how everybody else is seeing it or taking it like that. But again, not to try to tie it into the Epstein situation, but do you? I think from knowing and from hearing and seeing what's been said and is in the Epstein file is kind of resonating and sitting on people's mind. And now when they see something like this, they like, hold on, is what the rich and powerful do?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, yeah, true. So I feel like at the end of the day, the only thing that this can turn out to be is a conspiracy of what we think. Because
Right,
as long as the father says there was no foul play, it's over. There can't be no charges. There can't be anything. The father said
right,
nothing going on. So whatever we saw, regardless of how we thought about it, because there's another half of folks who didn't see anything wrong either. But yeah, it's just like it's kind of like the convo is just like, all right, the father said no, so that means it's no. The rest is we're just gonna speculate about Mike on social media, and then that's it. So I mean, yeah, I don't.
Right. I agree with you on that one. Listen,
Yeah,
my stance on this before we move on. My stance on this, and I'm gonna get your stance on this too before we move on. My
okay,
stance is before we rush to conclusions, we need to ask whether we are reacting to facts or reacting to a narrative that's being put before us. You understand? And
right.
and and what's your point? What's your stance on this?
My stance on this is well, even to touch on what you said too, is make sure also that we're not acting out of emotion. Because like the Epstein shit got niggas emotion. You know, there was a lot of kids involved in this and that. So just seeing the kid, it's like, yo, what the? So we definitely gotta make sure
Facts.
that too. But the only takeoff for this was for sure, don't rush to conclusion, but also I want to say wait until everything unfolds first. So wait
Right.
till everything unfolds and then come up with your conclusion of it.
Right. Well, anyway, everybody, this is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. Please violate that like button. Please share. And this is my co-host Blue. We in the building. We gonna
Yeah.
move right along. Listen. So the other day, um, I'm going to get right to this right here, man. The reaction, the reaction to grandma comments about Trump saying more about political. It's like what she said is more polarizing than it does. What she's saying is more polarizing and show me where we at when it comes to this political climate that we are in today. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not about her because we're going to get into that. We're going to dissect that little by little. But her stance on what she was saying, that's her opinion. What's your thoughts on that?
So initially my thoughts is was whose grandma is this? Like who is this lady? Nah, word like who is she? And mainly because
Not my grandma, but go
yeah,
ahead.
but no, hold on. Okay. So nah, mainly because bro, it's like who is this lady that's saying this? She like, I love Trump, this and that. And let me be clear too, I'm not for Trump, I'm not against him. But still, who is this lady on ES stage talking about, yeah, I love Trump and don't y'all be talking about this racist shit and this and that and endorsing him, right? Like you're endorsing him
Right,
based off of what? Because what is you just off of they let you have a moment? It's like what are you endorsing him for? What is your political knowledge? What do like you really gotta ask that and get to see who they are first before you just go and follow. So one thing that I feel as though the government or not even them, but like Trump and them or by or anyone, they like to get that one type of black folk to like really make you fit like and a lot of grandmas can relate to her because they grandson might have got killed or they sons. So like that right there is a moment that like people felt. But once again, my take was like, who is this lady before we even listen to all of that? Like rest in peace to your folks, but I'm not about to follow you or say, yo, I love Trump now because she does. Nah, those
nah,
days,
nah. But anyway, but my thing is this: from the right wing,
right?
you got some right wing media, they ain't even televising her getting up there and saying what she says, screaming, well, not even screaming, but getting up there and voicing her opinion.
Right.
Now on the left wing side, they're showing it. They're putting this in front of you like, okay, here's a minority, a black person that's love Trump and love this administration and love what they're doing. Okay.
No,
Okay.
that's what the right hand's doing, right? Or the left?
The left.
The Democrats.
The right. My bad. Let me switch hands.
All right, yeah.
The right. The
Right.
right is putting that out there, right?
Facts. But both sides do.
And the left is like touch and go type situation. You understand? And we gotta understand, like, even with the left wing, how many times have they played that card?
Always.
Because to me, it's like a
Always.
It's like a card. It's like that one ace card you got in your deck, and you gotta play it. And you gotta pick the right time to play it. And he's picking the right time to play it. But this is not about him. This is about the lady, the grandma, and what she was saying. And a lot of people is, you got some, it's split. But this is what I'm saying here. Even though it's split, right?
Right.
And she's entitled to have her opinion and feel the way she feels. That's that lady's opinion. And that's where I feel we go wrong a lot of time. Maybe she's not seeing it clear, not seeing the bigger picture because of the ones, she lost someone.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
So her judgment might be cloudy. I don't know. But you have both sides. You have one side cheering. You have one side like, oh, wow, she's out of pocket. You know what I mean? And everybody has an opinion about this.
Right.
You understand? And we need to understand, let her speak. Like, if that's what she feel and that's how she feel, then okay. Let her have that feel. Let her have that moment. I don't know what she paid or whatever happened. People saying she was paid or whatever. I don't know. Given something, she was looking for something. I don't know. But again, go ahead.
No, I just got a question. So
go ahead.
So my thing is, would you rather her do that for a Democrat president?
And I'm gonna tell you like this. I would rather her speak her mind and be real. I would rather her to. It doesn't matter to me if it's Democrat or Republican, because at the end of the day, they are not really trying to further our agenda. Period.
Facts.
Or put us or help us be put in a place where we can win. Let me say that. All right. So with that being said, I feel like it's her opinion. She can agree, like she can like that. Like she agree with Trump is doing and she likes it. Okay.
Yeah.
I may not see what she's seeing, but
you still gotta
that's her opinion.
Yeah.
You understand? And
that's her.
I feel like this whole situation is separating camps now. Now we have a separation of camps. And we're going to dive into that a little bit later before we set it out. But it's separating camps. And you got this camp on this side and you got this camp on this side.
Right.
You understand? This camp on this side may see a different vision, and this camp on this side may see a distorted vision. We don't know which camp that is. You understand? So at the end of the day, she's entitled to what she feels.
Sure.
And people got to understand she lost a grandson. If she have not lost a grandson, would she feel what she's feeling now? Let me ask you that.
Uh, I mean, I don't. I mean, maybe she always felt like that. So anymore, I don't just like to assume every black woman is a Democrat because that's not like true.
Right,
So like maybe she actually liked Trump, or maybe she was just kind of going for alternative party to last, last election. So, hmm
right. Well,
but
my opinion, my thoughts on this is like, if personal opinions become national controversy,
right,
we stop having conversations and start having camps. You dig me?
right,
And that's where I'm at with that. And we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving because it is what it is, and this is the world we live in. You're
yeah,
gonna have people that agree and disagree.
hmm
And what's your stand? Where you at? I gotta hear the people gotta
nah,
hear you too.
nah. I just feel like I don't know, like just everyone has their own opinions, and everyone has a right to that, and a right to a vote. So yeah, I don't want to not like someone over who they vote for. That's why. That's like I
Right,
like nah, like everyone got they right, and just because I don't see how you see, how you feel me? I mean, it's cool. So yeah, like I would just say, just be more open. Just be more
right,
open. Yeah, just to everyone, just to whatever that they want to do. All right, cool. Because I'm not for the Democrats. I'm not for the Republicans. So if you like one or the other, cool.
right. So we got this one right here. It just came across my line.
Right?
So there was a trans, right?
A what?
There was a trans. I don't know what the,
It's like an LGBTQ one.
yeah, that shot up the ice rink, the joint, killed his lover and
Yeah,
somebody else and a
yeah,
few people.
yeah.
So what people is saying that he was like
A what?
a far right situation.
Oh, so he was a Republican.
I'm not going to say it, but you said it.
Oh, I don't know.
So that's why you're not hearing too much about it because he shot up a hockey game.
Right.
Surprising. I'm like, wow. And I think a few people was killed in that. And this guy, and he took, if I'm not mistaken, I think he took his own life. If
Mm.
I'm not mistaken, but
Yeah, I kind of heard a little bit about that, but not really.
yeah, and it happened like what 2-3 days ago or something like that.
Mm.
And it's crazy. He was he was trans,
Trent, right?
and that situation just
That
at a hockey game.
that remind
I
me of
can,
the father.
huh?
I said that reminds me of the father who killed his daughter, and he was a Trump. What's the name?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. As far as the trans, that was crazy. That was like you never know. You never know.
You never know
And
what.
my stance on that, and we're gonna keep it moving, and we're gonna get to the father. People, just be careful and understand that all because you have an opinion don't mean someone needs to agree with that opinion. Because everybody have their own mind, and that's what makes this country beautiful. Anyway, what's your stance?
As far as you're talking about,
You gotta leave that doobie alone.
nah, 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 yo, nah,
But go ahead, my guy.
nah. So, all right. So, as far as the trans thing first, what did you say that you never know? Like, you never know what?
You never know, like, where a person mental is at. You never know how a person is thinking. You never know how a person is feeling. You never know a person thought or take on whatever, because it had to be something to trigger. And I don't want to keep diving and going into this, but it had to be something to trigger him to walk, to go, to be at the ice hockey game to kill, if I'm not mistaken, whoever he, whatever.
Right.
We ain't gonna dive into that. But my point is, like, you got to understand and be aware. Like, you
So,
just can't
so,
move
bro,
in a
I
certain
didn't know.
direction.
I didn't know that he just opened fire on everyone. Like that nigga is shot the
Yeah, yeah, he might as well.
fuck
He was
crazy.
people was watching a hockey game. Like
But hold on,
what? Yeah.
listen, right? So it's saying that he was a Nazi lover in uh
No. What I'm saying is this:
no,
he
listen,
had the
but look though.
tattoo. He had the tattoos.
No, right. So
I'm
what
not saying he
is
was.
either way, why would you shoot up something that's predominantly a predominantly white sports rink if you're Nazi I don't know, yeah, bro. He just had to been like if you feel me, meant
Yeah. He's and
Just-
people, ladies and gentlemen, this is my opinion. Like, yo, like maybe he wasn't. Maybe
he bugged the
he
fuck.
was mad and upset with what was happening or whatever,
Mm,
and he did what he did, but it wasn't right. And condolences to go to those that lost their lives at that hockey rink or hockey whatever that was happening. Condolences go out to them first and foremost, because no one should lose their life for something, for a tragedy like that, and a tragedy like that. But we're gonna keep it moving. What's your stance? What, like close it out on that.
man, on that, I don't even know how to close it out with that, man. That nigga crazy. He shot the fuck out.
That's good enough.
That's
Moving right along.
what the
Moving right along. That's good
he,
enough. That's good enough. Moving right along. So now we gonna listen. So we on the verge of going to war with Iran.
I heard about that. I did hear.
There's a lot of saber rattling going on, and there's a lot of tough talk from both sides, and it's a lot of big kahunas going on from both sides. You understand?
Yeah, bro,
It's a
I ain't
lot of that going
even.
on, and I believe at the end of the day, nobody's going to win, because somewhere along the line,
Oh, I know who's
just when you thought you won, you really going to lose, because somebody going, God bless you.
and,
And at
and
the end of the day, that's what it is, and that's where I'm at with it. What's your take on that?
my thing is, man, that is like a proxy war, bro. That's a proxy war where, yeah, the, yeah, that's a proxy war, and someone will come out on top. But I don't really think that the U.S. is gonna benefit off of that. Uh-uh. I think
Uh,
it's someone
Go
else
ahead.
trying to benefit off of that because for the main part, Iran really don't want smoke. They don't, and like nigga, I believe that they killed their supreme leader a couple months, like a year back. Like they killed son, and I don't know, but
No. The supreme leader. No, they ain't. I don't think they killed. No. Not they don't. Not in Iran. They'll kill.
yeah,
They'll take out the president before they kill the supreme
bro,
leader.
there
They
is
ain't doing that.
hell
Nah.
no.
You got that wrong. They ain't doing that. But moving right along on that.
Bro, no, bro, it was one of the politicians that got killed.
A politician, yeah, but they are not killing the supreme leader, or yeah, they not that. That's not going to happen. That's
Might have been
not going to
president.
happen. They didn't. The one before this one was the Ayatollah Khomeini. Ayatollah Khomeini. He was the supreme leader, and then now it's this. Who I don't know. Who, I can't say his name. The Ayatollah something. But what I'm saying is this:
Okay, it was it was
they'll
it
kill it. They'll kill
was
their own president before they kill the Ayatollah. Yeah, you understand? That's
nah,
how they
it
ride.
was nah, it was the president that died in a crash.
Right. So
But
that's
yeah,
not going to happen.
all right,
But
but
what I'm
yo,
saying
so
is this: I
I
don't
don't
think
think
Iran
Iran's
want
want
that type of
smoke.
smoke.
Iran not trying to go to a war. I think that it's
Right.
just being egged on. It's just like, yo,
Right.
go to war. So yeah, I don't really think that any of us will benefit off of that.
Right. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. A lot of stuff will be destabilized in that part of the region.
Right.
Fact. That I agree. One thing I say is that militarily, yeah, we can do damage, but at the end of the day, a lot of stuff over there will be destabilized. You understand? The hands down,
Mm.
it will be destabilized. And if they think for a minute that a short-term win will benefit in the long run, they sadly mistaken. That's my. But anyway, that's my stance. And what I'm saying is this: war never profit no one.
Yeah.
It only distracts. Keep that in mind. But
Mhm.
what you got to say about that, bro?
My thing is, I feel like the USA will whoop their ass, but
I mean, I
but
understand that part. I
but
understand that part,
is just gonna be
but it
like
won't be the same.
right, and it's not gonna be a good look in America. It's just gonna have more blood up on a day of hands. It's like I don't know. My stance is just yeah, bro. War. What is it good for? Nothing. Like for the most part, they warring over nothing. They warring over minerals and this and that. So it's like they just trying to steal those folks shit again. So it's like man,
Right, right.
don't
My
got
thing is this:
like word.
keep it moving, keep it
Yeah.
moving. Hopefully, they come to some type of agreement. Because
Not facts. And plus, like some of us got loved ones that's in the military and this and that. Like niggas don't want
right, real talk,
not
real
trying to have
talk.
going on. So yeah.
Real talk. But we ain't gonna hop on that. We ain't gonna, drown that out. All I'm gonna say is, like what you said, war never profit no one. Facts. Like, listen, get to the money,
Mm-hmm.
run that oil in, keep the oil, keep the oil going,
People,
and
yeah,
keep
just
getting to that paper, man. That's what it's all about, Cap. Yeah, that's what
yeah,
it's
like
all about.
let it all be good because at the end of the day, bro, we can't stop shit. Maybe as a whole, but like we can't really stop nothing unless we going over there and going to a war too. So I don't hope for no war. I just hope for whatever best come.
I hope for a resolution. Period.
Basically,
Anyway,
yes.
keeping it going, keeping it going, keeping it going. Listen, bro, you know what's crazy? You
What?
know what's crazy, my boy? And the media is not really shedding light on this situation like that. Or let me say, not here, not at the home base. You know what
Oh,
they not
I
shedding light
I know
at?
what you told. Yeah, go ahead.
What you say?
Nah, I said I think I might know what you talking about.
Yeah. I'm talking, no, I don't think you do. I'm talking about the Epstein file. Do you know?
Exactly.
Fat. Okay, you there. Do you know in India, UK, and other countries, okay, let's start with UK. UK, I think they arrested Prince Andrew. Now we talking about Prince Andrew. His
Mhm.
wife stepped down. India removed the one that was in the palace and took down whatever, just because his name and he had dealings with this dude. You
Mm,
understand?
mm.
Just
As they
because.
should.
And
Right,
and that's not to mention how many CEOs and people in power that was running situations
right.
stepped down. And
Mm,
if you and my thing is this, it was all good just a week ago,
right,
but now, now what? Now, like, yeah, you would
right.
now everybody, and even Bill Gates came out and spoke and said that he regret. But
Yeah,
hold,
facts,
it was
facts.
all good just a week ago. It was all good just a week
Right.
ago.
True.
But now he's this, and now this man is the devil
The
himself
devil. Right. Nah,
reincarnated,
facts. Nah.
and
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm trying
I
to
mean,
understand this. It was all good just a week ago.
that's what they're gonna say. That's what everyone is gonna say. I'm sorry. That's it. And that's it. But
And
nah.
bro, you done made billions.
Right.
And then we ain't talking about the other, the Prince Andrew and the dude that's in India that was running the palace and all that good stuff. They taking action over there. They
Right.
they like, yo, Prince and we talking about, yeah, in UK. They
I
like,
mean,
yeah, bro, you
I
out of
mean,
here. You making us look bad.
right. I mean, I would say once again, let's wait till the ending to see what really happens because they might be arresting them now and not really make them do real justice how we see fit. So they might give them a couple months or like 2 years. That's nothing. That's still like a slap on your wrist. But like we gotta see real results. Niggas doing life.
Bro, let me say this.
20 years, 10 years, some real results, especially if they were involved in malicious shit on that island. Yeah, yeah, they got to do some real time. And if not, then it's like, all right, because we,
Let
we
me say this.
in jail now. What?
Bro, 10 years from now, this is not even going to be on people's mind first. Let me say
Yeah,
that.
I think so. If
Huh?
they, if they find a lot more out, I think it will. This is one of like the biggest scandals ever.
Listen,
This is
this
crazy.
Epstein situation is beyond,
Yeah,
yo, this Epstein, listen, let me break it down for you real quick and quite flat. He's an Israeli.
hmm
He was, I'm gonna just say, a spy.
hmm
His motive, his thing was to entrap the most elite and powerful. His thing was to create what amusement of what they like, what they want to do, and how they feel. His thing was, let's get an island where we can get away and create this and make this happen.
yeah.
And that's what they did. And he compromised a lot of people, a lot of people
hmm
that are powerful.
Right.
Do you understand that part?
Yeah.
We talking about people where the law facts, where the law don't meet where they are at.
Yeah, they're kind
You
of
understand?
Yeah, they're
The
kind of
law
above
only applies
the
to
law.
people like me and you.
Yeah, they're above the law for sure.
No, they ain't above the law. They're over the law.
No facts.
The
They
law,
law.
who's going to arrest? No. If you think about arresting them, you'll lose your job. That's the type of power they got.
Right. Exactly.
You'll really be working in Alaska
But
or
now,
and
but now that is
what?
I said, but now that is getting national news. Now a lot of them will be getting arrested,
Let me say this.
and maybe not even the real ones who should be. Like a lot of folks is scapegoats, and it was like blackmailed. I think.
Uh, Let me say this to you, bro. I think I'm trying to be choosy with what I say because God forbid I say, you know what I mean?
Not fact.
Like yo, I spill something, you know what I mean? Because this is how they rolling.
Right.
Let me say this, bro. This situation with that is beyond what me and you can comprehend. Now, let me say it like that.
Hmm.
It's beyond what people can comprehend. They only giving you what, son. If
Fact.
there's millions and millions of documents of this and all that, and they only giving you, let's say, 80 to 90% of it, you can imagine. You can imagine the goofiness that was going on. They only keeping it light because they know if they flood it, they know people will not be able to stomach that shit. You understand?
Right. Right.
Son, it's over this. This is where it's at. Like
Yeah.
that shit,
Tell me something.
like that right there. And
Yeah.
the
Fact.
crazy part, dude was tied in with a lot of powerful people. Dude was able to set in motion certain right wings.
Right.
Dude was able to establish and penetrate, pause, to penetrate certain establishments. You understand?
Not yet.
And at the same time, dude was on some spy shit. Like to compromise, just to get them compromised
Yeah.
so he can have leverage.
Well,
And let me say this. I'm gonna let you speak right after this, right here. You can say what you're gonna say. He was able to get that leverage just so he can pass it off and let them know we got him. Go ahead.
yeah. Facts. Bro, that's how I think that dumb folks been controlling these American politicians. Because first things first, right? They can, like, how I look at it, if they want to, they could like blackmail you before you become anything. And then they have the power to put you in office because they fuck with them folks who be putting people in there. So it's like, all right, we got the power to put you in there. We got evidence of you doing weird shit with kids or with whatever. So when you go up in there, you're gonna do what we want. You're gonna start wars. You're gonna fund this. And we're gonna help you too, and we're gonna fund you too. So, bro, yeah, I believe like that shit. Um, yeah, bro. I forgot what you said at the end. You said I'm gonna leave you with one word. I was kind of responding to that.
No, what I was saying at the end is that they was able, Epstein was able to
Right,
compromise and
right,
then let them
oh,
know we got them.
right, right, and then pass it off. Right. So that was just basically going off what you saying, like pass it off to whoever and say that we. It's like, yeah, like that shit wasn't hard. I don't think, because they still fuck with the people who already kind of control a lot of shit that goes on. So they was just getting more evidence. Like, all right, now we really got you. Like, we got you by the ball, so you can't do nothing now. So yeah, bro, that whole shit, it kind of seems like it was a blackmail. Like, dude was a spy and he was blackmailing everyone and also funding them too. Like, all right, we could fund your campaign, we could do all this because some was a billionaire tied in with Israel and all. Yeah, I don't really think that it was that hard for them to do that.
I'm gonna tell you like this, my guy.
Nah,
Before we close it out, on that note, I'm gonna tell you like this, my guy. This situation right here with that is deep.
mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, that shit goes deep.
and it's not, oh, it's not done.
Yeah,
And it's not done. But we only going to get, and the people going to only hear what they need to hear. And it's like giving a person a pill. Like, take this one a day.
right,
take this take this once a day.
right. Yeah, like
We give you the next pill tomorrow. Because if you take it all at once, people gonna overload.
crazy. Right, take this before bedtime. Just
Right, right,
sleep on it.
right. Sleep it off.
Right,
Sleep it
exactly.
off.
Yeah,
So my stance is this. People, wake up. I don't care if you mega black or whatever, however you dress it up, wake up. Like, yo, like,
yeah.
make it make sense to me. Wake up. What's your partake on that one?
My partake on that is just,
Your stance.
yeah. I mean, my stance is kind of similar to yours, with just to wake up, but even without waking up, it's like do better. Like, we got to do better with who we voting in, with just what we're allowing, because now it just seems like, bro, anyone controls America. So like a lot
Right,
of us, including myself, has to just get more knowledgeable on law, and not like law like that, but just certain voting times, or like doing just other shit. But like, we definitely got to get more smarter with kind of getting a grip on the country again, and even
right,
just
right,
just getting a grip on ourselves. Because how is we gonna even build? Like, we first still gotta first build together first, but like we do gotta start by, I don't know, just by getting these politicians out, especially the bad ones, the ones who's involved in all this weird shit, because they've been involved in that for years that we didn't know in office or whatever. So yeah, do
right. So what I'm saying is this: before we shut it down and move on, this this whole situation, right, is crazy. And what makes it more crazy, you got other countries willing to prosecute their their own than what we are willing to do here. Yo, and then you have people, right? Like, you have people that see it, but it's so much hate in their heart. It's so much hate in their heart. They don't care. Do you understand what I'm saying? That they don't even care that at the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference to them. And that's crazy. But it is what it is. It is what it is. This is SP Hustle Hard. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Our goal is 100K before the summer, and we're going to make it. I know we will with the help of you. Stay tuned. We're going to get it. We're going to make it. And I appreciate everything. But before I go, I want to leave you off with this. We got to understand that together we stand, divided we shall fall. Sure, we may have different opinions, different outlook, different takes on a lot of things. But at the end of the day, together we stand, divided we shall fall. I don't care if you right wing, left wing, purple wing, blue wing, whatever wing. It is what it is. But you gotta have a united front. Because if you're divided, they know how to pick you off. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. If you're divided, they know how to pick you off. Please understand one thing. If you're divided, they know how to pick you off, whether you're right or left. You don't have to agree to disagree. Whatever your opinion is, that's your opinion. Like the lady that, the grandma said what she said about Trump. That's her opinion. And do I agree with it? No, I may not agree with it, but that's my opinion. And that's how she feels. And if that's how she feels, that's what it is. Maybe okay, yeah. Some people may say her situation is clouded because of the situation with her grandkids or whatever, someone she lost. Yeah, that might be true. That might play a major part in it. But at the end of the day, that's how she feel. That's her opinion. That's how she feel, and that's her opinion. Is she riding with it? That's what it is. Is that my grandma? Nah, that ain't my grandma. I gotta let that be known. It's just something that me. I can't, bite my tongue on that one. That's not my grandma. And do I listen to what she's talking about? I heard what she said, but does she speak for everyone? No, she don't. No, she don't. Trust me, no, she don't. And the only ones that's commenting or really have something to say and agree with, just look in the comment section. As far as the MJ situation, um, the MJ situation is like this. I believe that a lot of people, media, and social media use that as content and took it and ran with it. The father didn't think nothing of it. Me personally, yeah, man, but that's my opinion. But again, the father didn't see nothing wrong with it or believe that it was any ill intent. And he came on Stephen A and he stated that he didn't believe, like, he didn't see what everybody else was seeing. And okay, he didn't see that. So that's what it is. I don't know what the mama felt. I didn't hear what the mama said, but yeah, that's what he felt. He felt like it's not, he don't see what everybody's talking about. Okay. Can we be mad? I don't see why. Because if the father don't feel no situation, Okay, but let's take this into consideration. Final thoughts on this situation. If people haven't seen or heard about the Epstein files, what they have felt about the MJ. See, we gotta get the full scope of this. We gotta really analyze this for what it is. We can't leave no room for error on that. And with that being said, if the Epstein files never came out or was never about or whatever, but y'all still look at it like that, or would you still see it as that? Because the Epstein files is very crazy and out of pocket, and yeah, I, that 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 there is beyond my understanding with the Epstein file, and to s- to see that and to see that and to know, of course, people gonna have an opinion and feel some type of way about, the people. Of course, hands down, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Of course, people want to have a point of view. Let me see. We're gonna bring my boy. But anyway, we gotta understand that a lot of people view things different. Even the hardliners, red wings, or whatever you want to call them. At once upon a time, they was like, but just because, it's just so much hate that it distort some people thinking. Yeah, yeah. So hold on for a while. Yo, what's up, my guy? What's good? What's really good?
What's good? Can you see me?
Yeah, duh. I can't see you, but I know you driving a truck.
Yeah. You on live?
Yes, we are.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, shout out to all the third shift hardworking providers out there. As you can see, I'm doing my third work tractor trailer driving. I really shouldn't be on a live right
Well,
now.
listen. Let me break. Let me
But what's
let me
good?
break it down for the people. Let me break it down for the people. This is my guy. First and foremost, this is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. Please tune in. Please subscribe and please, most importantly, please share. We're trying to reach 100K subscribers before the summer. And this is my
Okay.
guy right here, Luck. And this is one of
I
the
am.
originals. So with
Like,
that being said, he's at work
let me say
and
this. Let
we
me say this. Let
got
me
him.
say this.
He's driving a truck. And yeah,
Let me say
he's
this. Let
at
me say
work
this.
and doing his job.
Let me say this. Y'all
Anyway,
need to support.
look,
Y'all need to. You hear me? You hear me?
yeah, I hear you, bro.
Listen, listen. Y'all need to support my man's SP hustle hard man. Like he really live this hustle hard thing, man. He got a regular 9 to 5 and work hard to give y'all content on a daily basis. It's Black History Month. Support black businesses like my man SP is doing this thing with this content podcasting thing for the last year. Some change, man. He works hard to give you that. So yeah, I mean,
Yo,
I'm here.
listen, I appreciate the love you show. I appreciate that. But we're gonna get right into it, Luck. Luck. We're gonna get right into it. I had Blue's opinion, his take on the situation, but I need yours. You hear me?
You was kind of breaking up. Say that again. My bad.
Listen, I need your opinion, your take on the situation. We're going to start with the MJ situation.
Oh man.
Yeah, let
Damn.
me say this though. Let me say this. Listen, I believe, me personally, I believe that the narrative is being blown out of proportion. You understand?
What you mean blown out of proportion?
Let me say
Everything
this.
is sensitive right now. So
What I mean by
everything's being
it's
blown out of
being blown
proportion.
out of proportion is that you have the media, right?
Right.
You have social media. Okay? Now you got that, right?
Right.
Now let me switch gears. The Epstein files. People knowing and seeing and hearing about kids and all this extra stuff with the Epstein files, right? And now
Mhm.
turning, and this is playing out around the same time.
So that's naturally going to blow everything out of proportion with stuff that comes up around kids. It's a very
Right.
sensitive topic right now.
Huh?
Right. It's a very sensitive topic right now because of the whole Epstein situation going on. What you saying, right?
Right. It's
So
definitely
any other time would it be blown up this big if it wasn't for the Epstein file situation going on right now? That's the
say
culture
that
you live in.
again.
Would it be blown up this big any other time besides this Epstein file era that we're in right now? Would this be as big of a deal as it is right now if no Epstein situation was going on? Is what I'm asking.
I don't think it would be. I'm gonna keep it G because you know what it is. People didn't. Okay, look. It was a point, right? People ain't seeing like it was a celebration. Okay, maybe whatever. It was a celebration. And he was happy. His team won. Of what? NASCAR situation? His team won.
I mean,
First,
that's cool.
first, first cup. First, yeah. And now, people is taking that little clip and that narrative and running with it and making it something and blowing it out of proportion.
Do you think it would have?
And
Do you think? Listen. I feel you on that. But when Mike won his sixth championship, right?
no,
Remember that.
we're not going to talk about his legacy.
No.
No, keep it
Hear
to
me out.
this. We're not
Hear
going to
me out.
talk about his legacy.
Hear me out. I'm not this. I think Mike is the greatest basketball player ever, over LeBron and everybody. I'm not diminishing his legacy. Mike is number one to me.
Let's not talk about his
If he won,
legacy.
listen, if he won his champion, when he won his championship and he was celebrating and they was popping champagne, if he did the same thing back then to a kid back then, would you look at him like how you look at him now? With what's going on?
You got to ask the people that, because even though I seen what he was doing. I seen the clips. I seen whatever. But
I
you
seen
got
it.
to understand, the father came out on Stephen A. Smith and said
Oh
he
yeah.
didn't he know Michael Jordan. He know he ain't on that type of vibe. The
Oh, that's
Epstein
fine
vibe.
then.
He know that.
It
But
just,
the
you know, it look
narrative
weird though.
that
You know, it look weird
being
though.
put
You know
out
that
on
shit.
the media and the social media is making it bigger than what it is. And my take and my understanding, and from my point of view, it's looking like, okay, so the Epstein files got you thinking this. But if the Epstein files never was existed or never happened or never was talked about, would y'all still feel that way about MJ?
S, do you think what he did was wrong? Period. Fuck the Epstein situation and anything else going on. If you seen that happening, would you be like, what you doing, bro? Any other time?
Mm.
See what I'm talking about?
Look, stop playing with me, look. Yo, look,
Yes,
stop.
just keep it a buck,
All
man.
right,
Keep
let
it
me
a buck.
say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. All right, I got you. I copy that. I
So
copy that.
add a fluff to the situation, man. If that happened any other time, you go into your son's basketball championship and somebody's doing that to a kid over there and celebrating. You're like, oh, what you doing,
All
homie?
right, let me say this. Let me say this. If it was me, I'm not playing with no little kid like that. I'm not touching him. Not. I may
That's
pick him
weird,
up
bro.
and pat
That's
him
weird.
on his head type situation, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
I don't think any normal human adult man is supposed to do that to a kid regardless, period. We play sports. Well, I play sports. And you know, the coach used to pat you on your ass, good job, shit like that. That is crossing the line of what he did though. I mean, that was crazy. That was like a whole 10 seconds of him doing some weird shit. And my first thing, I was like, damn, not Mike, man. Mike was untouchable, man. Mike was untouchable. Mike was like, man, I'm about to get a pair of Jordans in like a couple weeks, man. That's what made me look at my Jordan 11s kind of crazy now, man. He like, yo, what's up? What's going on? The kid touching Jordan 11s, man.
Hey
You get a
yo,
pair of
listen.
as you getting them fours after this?
I fucks with Jordan fours and the Jordan
Oh
ones,
man.
but
You about to buy him after this though?
what?
You gonna buy them shoes after this?
I really, yo, to be honest with you, for me to buy Jordan ones and Jordan fours, it it gotta be like I gotta, you know what I mean? Yo, you gotta take, yo, son, what you got me on? Take me off the speaker or whatever you got me on.
What?
You got
Yeah, it's
earphones
fucked.
in?
Yeah, I got headphones.
Take them
Let me take.
off.
I can't. I'm in the truck, bro. I can't take them off and put you on speaker. Why? It's an echo.
Yeah, you gotta put it on. Yeah.
I got
Can
one.
you
I
hear
got
me
one
now?
headphone in. Is it better? Yeah, I still hear you. Does it sound better?
Yeah, yeah. You might
That's
have to
my.
turn it down a little. But anyway, listen. This is what I'm saying. That situation was out of pocket.
Yup. It definitely was.
It's it's
On
it's,
some
it's
regular, on some
no.
regular G shit. On some regular
It's
G shit
really
is
no
absolutely.
getting around that situation.
Does it make you look at him differently? Does it taint his legacy? Does it make you not want to buy Jordans no more? Does it make you look at the brand different?
Ah, ah, ah,
See, it's complicated, man. When this is what I be
ah.
telling people these days. You can't be putting up celebrities as like God status because at the end of the day, stuff sometimes it happens. It's been happening. And you got and it crushes people's whole view of how they look at certain celebrities as icons. These icons these days is falling off and doing weird stuff. And this the era we're in. It is what it is, bro.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
not
this,
surprised.
man.
I wouldn't be surprised at anybody acting weird or doing weird shit no more nowadays. They
I'm
caught
gonna say
Mike,
this.
man. Mike was untouchable. Now people talking so I told you LeBron was better than Mike. This is proof. Now this ain't got nothing to do with that shit, man.
I'm gonna say this, bro.
Go ahead.
I really honestly believe that the media is turning this into something bigger than what it is. I
Oh,
believe the
it
narrative is blown out of proportion. We got to look at let me say this. We got to look at the moment he was celebrating. Yes, was he a little touchy? That's up for the debate.
that's the whole point, though. It's kind of sound like you justifying it, bro.
No, no, don't do that, bro.
Nah,
Don't do that.
I'm not
I
saying you
am
will.
not
Listen, I'm not saying you.
justifying nothing
But
that
the
comes with.
whole action, because I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying in certain
No,
aspects.
you are, but
You
go
saying
ahead.
that social? No. You saying it's like social media is blowing it out of proportion. This, that. No, this happened. Everybody's seen it. It's not dressed up. It's not AI. He did this shit, and it was out of pocket. And it's as simple as that. If you don't want something to be blown up and out of proportion, don't do shit that's gonna get you blown up out of proportion in a negative way. You Michael Jordan. You know cameras is all over you everywhere the fuck you be at. So
Right,
why would you
right.
do that? Unless you do that on a regular basis behind closed doors, and that's still fucking weird to do. Period. You feel me? That's how I look at it, bro. He was out of pocket, regardless of how the media is looking at it. Me personally, if I see that shit done to my kid, you gotta see me for something.
Well, well, well. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. I think that again, it's being taken too far. The father. Now, look, we talking about the father.
Hmm.
He said he didn't see nothing wrong.
Okay,
Right?
that
Me
okay.
personally, if
That's
me and
cool.
you celebrating, I'm gonna pick your son up. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna hope that no, I'm not gonna touchy feely, and I'm not. Yeah, I may not have done all that. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not
Right.
gonna be the tickler. You understand?
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
be the
you're not going to do
tickler.
no shit
I'm
like
not gonna
that.
tickle him. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna do all that. That's not
that's
me.
still crazy. But
But
Mike took it a whole other step
I
beyond too.
feel that a lot of it is being blown out of proportion, bro. And me personally, I don't get the vibe. But then again,
You never know, man. These
you never
celebrities live
know.
weird lives behind closed doors. They're so detached from regular human civilization. That's why all this stuff comes out with these celebrities. They be like, "What the hell?" That's why this whole Puffy thing, like, he normalized being a bunch of money and doing whatever the heck he wanted to do, and then turned into being a weirdo.
All right, let me
Celebrities
ask you
do
this.
weird shit behind
Well,
closed doors
listen,
that leaks out
this
to
is
the
my
public.
stance on that, and we're gonna move right along, love. This is my stance. My stance is that we should stop and see and analyze the moment before we are quick to judge the situation. What's your stance, love?
Taking what you just said, let me see. Um, it's in it because we live in a social media era. Everything's being magnified,
Magnified.
especially sensitivity and all of that stuff. So the court of public opinion is at an all time high right now. So what he did to me wasn't okay. I don't care if the dad is like, that's cool, like he's not like that. Da, 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 da. We're in an era of the court of public opinion. This is what's gonna happen. Period. And
Right.
I'm still gonna buy Jordan 11s at the end of the day. That's what I got to say about it. I don't look at him like, oh, this nigga's a pedophile type shit. I don't think he's a pedophile shit. I just think that he got too celebratory and too touchy feely with his celebrations, and this doesn't automatically disqualify him from being the GOAT, or he was at all of a sudden at Epstein Island and shit like that. He just got too beyond himself and celebrated too hard with somebody. It still was weird though. I looked at him. I looked at him. Let me finish this. And I looked at him on the show that was on Netflix, the Final Dance. I was like, this nigga is nuts. He's fucking crazy. He'll do anything to win. He's fucking crazy. He might, and that come crazy comes from weird shit you do. Everybody got weird ticks to him. That doesn't mean he's a pedophile though. I don't believe you don't believe Mike is a pedophile, do you? Yes. You. You. Yo. You. You. Shit.